Welcome to the Cusp, the Connecting Unknown Streamers podcast. We're going to be bringing you an up and coming streamer each week to use us as a shuttle to the stars. The least we can do is try to build a community and get some laughs out of it. I'm Influence. I'm the Chewbacca aboard this Millennium Falcon.
Hell yeah. And I'm I get to pick so many other people. I guess I'll be
No,
solo.
no, you.
I'll be
There,
Han. I'll be Han.
yeah,
I know, but man, you gave me options, man. You gave me options.
I gave you Millennium Falcon options, which is very
I know.
few.
Very, very few. But since I'm Han, we are with Mr. Fuzzy Wuzzy. Fuzzy, who you want to be, man?
Man, this is hard because I right now know for influence I could challenge you to a Chewbacca off, but but I'll go with wise. I'll go with Kenobi. I'll be Obi-Wan Kenobi if unless you're willing to surrender to my.
Yeah, you win. Yep.
So just immediate win. Yeah, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
I'll fuck around and be C3PO. I don't care. I'm not
Right.
challenging that.
You
He like
can
beep
be
boop beep.
R2. I was gonna be yeah. You can be R2 and beep and boop.
That's fine.
That works. That works. Well, I appreciate you, Fuzzy, for coming on through. We definitely wanted to show the love and support for anyone who doesn't know. Mr. Fuzzy Wuzzy is a fuzzy fucking bear, and beard and all, man. He's a good guy. Good guy. Do you want to tell anyone about your wonderful channel? Like a normal day, what uh what can they expect from Sir Fuzz?
Wait,
Ooh.
we have to celebrate. As they pointed out,
Oh
he's our
shit.
first Canadian.
Touche.
So again, we are crossing our borders.
Yes, we are. All day, every day.
Sorry, babe.
No, it's an honor, guys. Thanks for inviting me on the show. No, I'm just kidding. I like to, I don't. I say I don't embrace the stereotypes, and then as soon as I open my mouth, everyone's like, "Oh, you're Canadian." It's like, sure, I don't hear it, but if that's what you say, uh, no, yeah. I'm a bit of a variety streamer. I know me and Blue basically like we go way back and kind of started like I met you right when I started streaming back at the beginning of the year. So
Way
you've
back.
seen way back. You've seen everything I've done from my beautiful Twitch scene nights that I like
Oh
to
yeah.
host to my Call of Duty to my Fall Guys to my horror gameplays to I don't know. It's really just whatever I want to pick up and play at the day is kind of what I put on.
So true. So true. And you do variety very well. You do variety very well. There's not many people who can put on and keep up an audience with a variety string. But you fucking make do, man.
It's I don't know. It's something that I mean, I play games. Everyone say they play games a lot, and I remember growing up. It'd be in high school, and everyone's like, "Yeah, I play video games." Like, "Oh, what do you play? Madden and Halo?" They're like, "Yeah."
Said, is that it? That's
that
it?
and that's where it ends. Yeah, but like I played all consoles, so platformers, RPGs, JRPGs, turn-based card games. Like Legends of Runeterra is another big one I play too. But I don't know. I dibble and dabble into all of it because when you're in kind of streaming, everyone likes something else, right? So
It's
rather than
true.
focusing on one thing and being really really good at one thing, is when you look to build a community. I'm just trying to do that variety and touch a little bit of everything.
I mean, like I said, you do definitely do it very well. And by far, one of the guys, there's not many people who can play card games and keep it entertaining. Like you have a mastery of being able to watch card games be played and you're like, holy shit, what the fuck is it? Like for me, I have no idea what the fuck's going on. I'm like, hey, I'm about to sit and watch Fuzz just whoop up on some people real fast, and I don't know what the fuck's going on, but I'm about to enjoy this show.
It's 50-50, you know, it's people that watch me play games like Magic the Gathering or like that Legends of Runeterra. So that's one response is like, I don't know what you're doing, but it looks really cool and you're winning, so that's great. Or the other response is people sitting there telling me how to play the game. There's no like middle ground that's like, oh, that's kind of neat. I know what's going on. Help me learn a bit. You know, you get a few of those, but it's either like I got no clue what you're doing, but this is cool, or yeah, no, I'm just you're playing this completely wrong. It's like
So you're
that's
just straight
nice.
trash.
Yeah, that's exactly like, oh, okay, cool. Well, I appreciate the feedback. Thanks for watching. You know, keep telling me how bad I'm doing. Let me know.
Right. If nothing else, just let me know just how poorly I suck.
Yeah.
That'll definitely do
Just
it.
stay in the channel for as long and don't be
Right.
Exactly.
vulgar and inappropriate.
Right. Said if you like, you can just keep shitting on me. I don't mind. I will interact with you. Just let me know how bad of a dump you want to take on my face. Just stay in the chat with me.
That's right. We can work on this.
Right. We could definitely work on it. Now, bro,
Mm.
know what I'm gonna hit you
Yep.
with?
I don't know which one.
Daily question.
All right, we can do that. We can do that. All right, so I'm gonna have some fun with this one. Question of the day. This time is gonna be a would you rather. So, would you rather have skin that changes color based on your emotions, or tattoos appear all over your body depicting what you did yesterday?
Oh God.
Mm. Mm.
Oh
Mm.
man. I'm definitely choosing the first one. I can't have no tat snitch on me. I'm
That's
sorry.
yeah. Huh.
I can't have no tat snitch on me.
Do do the tattoos like are they like permanent? Like or are they like kind of 24 hours? Like each day, the day what you did prior replaces the like ink you had previous kind of thing. Or
Yes.
like
So,
or is it like, man, if I masturbate, there's gonna be a whole bunch of
A whole bunch of dicks
yeah,
on me.
I'm getting that because
Oh,
oh man,
it's like a
I
whole
can
bunch
prep
of dicks on
myself
my
for the
body.
I can prep myself for the day before, but I cannot, pass myself of prior sins.
let's go to
He's
work.
like,
Oh well, you had a fun weekend, didn't you? All
right.
right.
It's like this starts tomorrow, right? This it just don't catch me off guard
Yeah, it's
again.
like when's the cutoff period of the but yeah, I mean like straight up. I mean, I have quite a few tattoos. I think I got eight or nine myself. So like it would be interesting the concept of that, but knowing what I potentially do in a day, yeah, I have to go with blue. I can't have no snitching on my body. So like I have to go with the color.
Oh man, the fucked up
Have
thing
to,
is,
bro.
either way, your body's betraying you. Like, oh, I pissed you off, didn't I? No, 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 no. Oh, why you're
You're
fucking
glowing,
red,
you're
huh?
red. Yeah. Did I hurt your feelings? No. Why so blue? Blue, why you blue?
Hey, exactly. Got pissed the fuck off. Got pissed off. It's like, but
Yeah,
my
no.
body's not snitching on me, then I'll be good.
Tattoos would be a doozy. Have a shameful Sunday. I'm calling out of work. Yeah, I can't make it today.
Right.
Try again Tuesday.
What did you do last night? I don't know, but my body is telling me that nobody else should either.
Right.
It would be kind of interesting though. Days you just get blackout drunk. Next day you're like, "Fuck, what did I do?" Oh
Just look
boy.
down.
Yeah.
So
So,
it'll tell me. Fuzzy, what'd you do yesterday, man?
yesterday. Okay, what was yesterday? Yesterday was Monday.
Hmm.
What did I do yesterday? Oh man, I got some juicy stuff tomorrow. Yesterday was not a good day. All I can remember was the end of my day, and it was it was my girlfriend's sister's fiance trying to rip me a new one over the phone and play tough guy over the phone. I know that's how my yesterday ended.
What?
I, I played some video games in the morning, but that was my yesterday.
Yeah. He just blocked out that whole middle part.
Yeah, like
Hey,
I was like, I don't really know what I did for the rest of the day. I might have gone outside, done a walk, got some fresh air. I just know I
Right.
had some guy yell at me on the phone, try to play tough, but that was
Hey,
that was it.
at least, I mean, how's that going to be put in a tattoo? Just yelling on the phone?
Man, you could have like, oh, don't even ask me. I like I actually have one of my sponsors is a tattoo and barber shop. So like anything I could do. I work with artists all the time. You want that? You could like have a telephone like characterized with like a voice coming out of it, like with yelling and just like asterisks and cursive and stuff like that.
That's true. That is
Right.
very true.
I
Say
watch
it
Ink
right on his
Master.
big
Oh yeah. With a
You know,
big
I
just
I
like
like
look at
fuck
Ink Master.
you across your
Right.
back.
uh, wouldn't it be so damn terrible if the tattoo only appeared on your back? Like
oh,
at
that'd be
no point in
shitty.
time, every time, man, it
Yeah,
changes every 24 hours.
that'd also be lit because you're generally your back's almost always covered, right? So like you almost always have a scapegoat,
Hmm.
right? If it's only your back, then that's not too bad.
Touche. But what happens if you're
Except,
with your girlfriend
right.
and whatever the fuck you did yesterday is on your back? You're about to take a shower and she just so happens to walk in on you and is like, Fuzzy, you
Who
need to
was you
explain
fucking?
yourself.
Because we didn't fuck yesterday. Huh?
He's looking like, what you mean?
No,
Your
see,
back's
straight up.
telling me a story.
No, see, straight up. See with that, I would never have to worry about. It would just be more of the context of the shit that would be there, and how I'd have to like explain it in more of a justifiable manner. It's not like worrying about me having to do anything to get caught on. It's more like I know how bad this looks, but let me explain kind of shit.
It's like, is this a picture of a dildo going up your own? You'd be like, oh wait,
Yes, but
hey.
the context of
But
that
the
was
context.
yeah, it's like how our phones are listening to us. It's just like our bodies now doing the same thing, but it's just like drawing pictures as we go with the, stuff we say and do.
Yeah,
First of
touche.
all, my tattoo is a horrible sketch artist.
Right.
I had a
And it just
pickle at a
starts.
deli. That's not even a dildo. What the fuck?
It's like this damn tattoo artist. What the fuck is this doing, man? Is he inserting a pickle in his mouth? Yes. It was
Yeah,
lunch,
yeah,
damn it.
we'll go with
It's
that.
just
That's much
lunch.
better.
Yeah, it was with my sandwich. What the hell's wrong with you people?
Yes, I did eat an eggplant. I know what it looks like.
Whole eggplant. Oh, that's so good. So good, man. Oh, so good. Bro, what you got for the headlines?
Oh, some juicy stuff. It's headline time. So the headline reads, "Did Fortnite just kill the App Store as we know it?" Question mark. Um, so as we all know, Apple and Google Play took Fortnite off of their stores, but Epic Games immediately sued them, saying that they are monopolies and the way they pay is unfair.
Yeah, good old Suze. Fuzzy, were you aware of this story?
Oh yeah, I heard of this stuff.
Yeah. So apparently, with that, um, basically Fortnite said, "Hey, we're going to cut a little bit of the pricing down to people who did make in-app purchases, so it would cost a little less if they were purchasing from their phones." Well, apparently, according to Google and or the Play Store and iPhones, Apple, they said that goes against their actual terms. So that's why they pulled the actual wonderful app for it. The
Kind
Epic
of
said,
stopped the
fuck
whole game.
you. Right, yeah. Epic says, fuck you. I'm about to get this money and immediately sues. First, what do you think longevity? What do you think the full outcome will be? Who's going to win
Payout,
this battle?
100%. It won't be. It won't go any longer than it needs to. Most likely, Google will pay out Fortnite or Epic. They'll give them a payout to settle it, and then you'll see the app back in the store.
You
So
said,
After,
interesting twist to that is Fortnite is not suing for money. They don't want any money from them.
oh,
They're suing to change the way they
The
run the
app
apps.
purchases. Yeah.
Yep,
Oh, so they're not even going for, they're just going for like contract change.
Yeah.
correct.
Hmm.
Ah, but aren't they so? But wouldn't they still have to sue for damages, seeing as their like app would be pulled for the store? Because I'm pretty sure I read there was a dollar figure to it.
There is as far as money loss, but they're not. They said that they're opting out from taking any money from Apple and Google. They don't want any of the money lost.
Ah.
They want to change the way app stores are run because app stores take a standard of 30% of the cut.
Which is tough. Tough,
That's
tough.
huge.
Yeah.
And they don't make it possible for them to run anything outside of their apps. Well, Android does, but Android bogs it down with ads and shit like that.
Hmm.
So what do you think? You think still they will make the change, or you think that it's going to be more of a not so much? Because you think, I
Well,
mean, especially iPhones and Apple, man, Apple they don't play. They don't like to change shit.
th- they don't, and being a big titan like that, the thing is they don't have to either. But at the same time, as you've talked in past about Fortnite and how big of a game it is, and like how it is marketed on the stores, so you can get it for tablets and your phone and your PC and your Switch and your PlayStation and your X, like it's literally on everything, right? So
Everything.
something like that that's so universal, like obviously someone that is that big would want their hand in it. So it really comes down to, like, you got two alphas going at each other here trying to make a statement, and Epic in past with stuff with different, CEOs and directors has kind of made big ballsy moves like this before. So really it could go either way. I mean, in reality, the most I think is probably going to end up being back in the store. You're going to see some kind of change, but I don't think it's going to be in a very timely matter. It's going to just be one of those things that are going to probably drag out as long as possible because, well, they can, and hopefully play the I have the bigger wiener than you game, and
True.
see who backs out first kind of thing.
Eggplants on backs, man. Eggplants on
Hey,
backs.
The the one thing I find interesting is Epic got so one of its lawyers had ran the Justice Department's antitrust division under Obama. So they have a pretty big name on their team going after him. So I'm interested to see what happens.
I and I feel you there, Fuzz. Like if it's going to be a long-standing thing, like do we not see Fortnite on phones for a year? Do we not see Fortnite on phones for 2 years? I mean, really, how long can they wait before it actually hits them harder than they were expecting? Because everybody's
Well,
got a fucking phone nowadays.
Well, and what's going to stop potentially Epic for dropping a version of Fortnite just not through the App Store? Would there be any way of that? Because I mean, like, when you think about it,
Yeah,
Pokemon Go and stuff like that had hacked mobile versions that were online for digital download that people had
yeah,
before the game was even officially launched,
yeah.
So,
They actually
That's true.
ran outside of the app stores for eight
Yeah,
months, and then they
that's what
went
got
on
them in
the app
trouble.
store.
Yeah,
Um, but then
so
they went on the app store, but then they're saying that basically from a legal standpoint, they baited Apple and Google to take their apps down so they could go after them like this.
Well, I was gonna say like that would make sense because if that's the case and they get a huge cash payout and they want to try and subsidize and stand alone on their own, and they didn't have the means to do it before, who's to say this money is not going to help them, get the rights and licensings to do that either as well?
True.
yeah, very, very true. Yeah, especially if they were like, "Hey, we're here, we're under your nose. You don't know it. Everyone's still playing our game." And they're like, "Hey, let's try to get. Well, we're reading this shit, and we don't like the way it is. So let's go ahead and do this, and then pull out." That's tough, though. I mean, that's the only thing is, do you really take the chance and opportunity to also possibly have your actual shit pulled? Like, Epic got big monies, but do you
I,
take that time to do it?
Well, I mean, I remember I went to PAX West one year in Seattle. So it was the Penny Arcade Expo. And I sat on a panel with like Cliff Belinsky when he was the CEO and owner of Epic. And I remember them talking about Fortnite. And Fortnite, what it is not even what it was ever supposed to be. Like
Oh
I
yeah,
remember,
facts.
like I remember sitting in a room. It was supposed to be a PVE game where you went out and about and
Yeah, it
like
was tower
grounded.
defense.
Yeah,
Hmm.
you grounded. Yeah, and then all of a sudden PUBG comes out, and literally they're like snapped their fingers, redid everything they're done, and created what Fortnite is like just known for. So when you say will they take big chances and do stuff like that, I mean like Epic from past owners and stuff once again for sure have taken huge opportunities kind of like that. So
Right.
it's hard to say. It's really hard to say as if in today's day and age with how big the video game industry has blown up, especially since COVID's hit. Like it's the definition I'd say of hard to say if they would actually pull through with that, or if they think they're trying to play the smart game of mess around with Google,
Yeah, I mean that's tough. I mean, Epic
Google
is
and Apple.
huge, but Apple and Google, I mean, that runs the fucking world, unfortunately.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's tough.
So yeah, that's why it's like are you guys getting a little too big for your britches? Are you trying to make a stand? Are you trying to make a difference? Like, is there a
Right.
bigger play to it, or are you guys just trying to get a couple bucks and do something on your own and not follow to someone else's rules and regulations and contracts?
Yeah, because that, I mean, don't get me wrong, Fortnite by far, especially with Epic making so much money and having so much money, they are a player to be able to do so. But man, that's stupid if it's just for the hearsay. Hey,
Yeah,
we're going to try to get a couple of bucks for
publicity
what?
kind of thing.
Yeah, you don't need it. You definitely don't need it. You don't need the extra nothing coming your way because then everybody else is going to just try to target them. It's like, oh, well, you remember what Epic did? Got in our Play Store and then took our shit down and cost us money.
Yeah, well, it's presidents as well too, right? That's what everyone's all about.
Oh yeah, so sure. I don't know. I think it's interesting, bro. What about you? You got any more thoughts on it? I know you have the additional article and you had read through it.
I think Epic knows what they're doing. Obviously, Fortnite changed the
Hmm.
way. Uh, I mean, look at Call of Duty. It was the biggest shooter in the video game industry on consoles, and Fortnite completely changed the way they went about doing their games. I think if anyone's in a position to change, make big change like that, it's them. And I think that if they bait it out and Google like the legal experts think, then I think they're going to get an outcome similar to what they want.
What do you think their overall goal is? Just to make that change?
So they're going to want creators to have more control over earning, what they rightfully deserve off of the app store.
Hmm.
A 30% cut. I mean, that's that's. Can you imagine selling something, have somebody take 30% of your cut, and then you have to pay your staff with the other 70?
Taxes. Yes.
Right.
uh yeah.
So you mean to tell me I made $1,800, but because of taxes, I'm getting 1,000?
Right. Yeah. That's tough.
Hmm.
So I don't know. I personally think Epic's going to come away with the victory and shock people. I know Apple and Google are big, but
If you guys want to even be honest, I think there could even be a surprise play with Xbox coming up with them too, because Epic Games and Xbox Microsoft Studios, they've been working together always, like throughout the whole Gear series together, And if we are thinking about them potentially trying to make a play and either change the way it's done because of the payout, or they're trying to start their own, Xbox does a lot of work with indie developers. So who's to say they might not try and work something in with either the Xbox Game Pass or a standalone kind of service through that as well too.
That's true.
Yeah, yeah. I just don't know if Microsoft, as a Microsoft portion of it, wants to get their hands possibly dirty
I guess
so
involved.
close to, yeah, so close to, new console, new war.
They would love to go
Yeah,
after
a
Apple
new
right
war.
now.
That's right. They got
Yeah.
another battle, I guess, on their horizon.
Yeah, that's the only thing. Like, don't get me wrong, you're absolutely right. They very well have the means and the money to be able to be a player within the game, but I don't know if they just want to get their hands dirty with adding onto their plate.
Yeah.
Could you imagine Microsoft having a whole separate app store available on all smartphones since they failed at the smartphone aspect?
I mean, they could do it. They could technically do it with them already running computers.
Right? But who's like right now with the way shit's run, why would Apple or Google be like, sure, you can have a store on here? Like they wouldn't do it.
No,
They
they
might
wouldn't.
make a change.
Yeah, basically, Xbox, or excuse me, Microsoft themselves would have to make um, their own store. So that's the only thing. Xbox literally would have to make their own store, and then they would have to figure out how they could immediately put it on all phones available.
Well, if they're able to say Apple, if they can prove that Apple and Google run like a monopoly, then they'll have to allow competition or be shut
True,
down.
true. I mean, but they are a monopoly.
Facts.
Period. It's just that there's no other
It's almost like they're
company
upset that
trying.
it's like they're it was like they're upset that it's
Right,
not fair, you're a monopoly. It's like, yeah.
right.
Yeah.
that that might be true, but we don't have any other competitors. Same thing, fucking 2K basketball. They're like, hey, this fucking game sucks ass. Madden, hey, this fucking game sucks ass. Well, there are no other competitors. So if you want a sports game, unfortunately, that's the game you have to buy.
And you're still gonna
NHL,
buy it.
yeah, you're still gonna get it. Still gonna get it.
My favorite thing they say is that, like, we are the best realistic sports game. I'm like, you're the only. What?
Right. Said stop
It's how
giving
you
out
make
shit.
claims, though. It's how you make claims.
Uh, that's so true.
It,
So true. Said, we are the best. You're the only. Of course, you're the
but
best.
but we're the best. It's not wrong.
You're right. Say you're the worst of the best ones to offer, man. I appreciate you though.
Right.
Now, Fuzzy, this is the wonderful start. So I would like to ask if no one has ever visited Mr. Fuzzy was. You know what? First, before I ask that, how the fuck did you get Sir Fuzzy Wuzzy? How'd you come up with the name, man?
The name. Oh, so I mean, I started off as one of those Xbox 360 kids where I was like a Slay All '07 kind of guy. I was one of those, and then I was like, I matured a little bit from being like a little, teenager, and I was like, oh, okay, I got to be something a little cool, a little bit more unique. So it started out, it was Rifter for a while, and then I don't even know what happened. I got a PlayStation 3 one day, and I was like, oh, I need to make a new account name. Like, I want to be something just completely different. And my buddy was like, you should be something stupid like Fuzzy Wuzzy. And my initials are Mr. MR. So I was like, fuck it, Mr. Fuzzy Wuzzy, let's do it. And I'll never forget the first game I played with that username. And it was like, yeah, I'm sticking with it. Like, I played, it was Meg on PS3. And I
Oh
was,
man.
yeah, yeah. So, and I revived someone on my team. He was down. I picked him up. I was like, oh, thanks. And
I
he
said
just
thank
starts
you.
giggling. He's like, just started giggling. He's like, Mr. Fuzzy Wuzzy. And I was like, yeah. And that's like my like response, like, 8 times out of 10 when someone like reads my name, it's just a giggle and just a laugh. And it's so I don't know. It's
It's well
good. It's
worth
good.
it, man.
It's
It's
so
well
worth
worth
it. It's a little creepy sometimes. People are like, "You pedophile?" I'm like, "Fuck no." Like, why do you assume that? It's like, "Well, Mr. Fuzzy Wuzzy." I'm like, "Yeah, I don't know what that means. Why is there pedophilia with that?" I mean, like,
Right.
what are you talking about? They're like, "Oh, well, are you a furry?" I'm like, "No, it's fuzzy, not furry. That's ours, not they." So it's like, it's always a good conversation piece. Let's put it that way.
it. Just immediate pedophilia. What? Wait a
Yeah.
minute.
Like, why do we go there immediately?
Are you anybody's thunder buddy?
My cats. He hates thunder.
Hey, I love the way you said it. Yes, I am. Oh man, Mag on PS3, well above its time, bro. Well above its time.
Oh yeah, that was some good old days.
I'm so sad that that game died so hard.
Man,
Such a
you
good
know
game.
what? It was so revolutionary for his time. Like
Yes,
250 person like multiplayer matches where you had like squad leader, platoon leaders,
right,
and it was like full. You dedicated yourself to like a faction. Like that game was wild. Like
man.
imagine if they took that game now and just made it like it's literally like Warzone, pretty much, right?
Exactly.
Except it's more in depth.
Yeah, yeah.
So
250 people on PS3, people. 2 and 3. Yeah, I played the hell out of that damn game. Such a good game. So sad it died. So sad. No, but the, that brings back such good memories.
yeah.
Now, I will ask, what what do you do on a normal daily basis, or do you have a set schedule? Or if anyone wants to come check out Surfuzz, where they gotta go?
Yeah, so I mean, right now, I am in like a transition period with my streaming. So like when I first started over the months, it was like a full-time channel. I had surgery and stuff on my elbow. I was off work for disability for a bit, so I had lots of time. So I'm finally, as of last month, back to work full time. So basically, a lot of the streams moving forward, they're going to be kind of early morning weekends. And then, well, I mean, early morning for me, I'm Canadian, it's Mountain Standard Time. And then there's going to be probably a few hours during the weekdays in the evening that I'm going to be doing streams. But during the most part, a lot of my time is actually consumed up because I am part of an organization that is actually an esport and a streaming community, and we're actually without going into too much detail, we're really in the process of legitifying it and actually making it a business. So a lot of my time, unfortunately for my stream, went to doing that. So I've slacked off on this streaming, which is where that reschedulizing comes in. But pretty much, um, in the near future, if it won't be my stream channel, my organization or esports org that we know as a Yukio Empire will be where you could pretty much find me almost 24/7.
Yes, sir. And for anyone who might be interested in some esports, can you let them know which teams and or which games that you do currently? Your big boss over.
That's right. So right now, I mean, we're only for the competitive side into Apex Legends actually. So at the present moment, we have two players who are considered semi-professional that we have set up under our organization name of Yukio Empire. Um, so the last couple months, if anyone has watched any of the competitive scene for Apex, whether it's been the ALGS series or the GLL Pro Cup League, we actually did participate in that. Honestly, for most of the tournaments, we would qualify for finals or we would place through quarters and semis and at least almost make finals every single placement. So the team is really getting up there for knowledge. For a quick rundown, Apex Legends just had their season 6 launch today. It's a huge free to play first person shooter. battle royale games. So right now that's what our players are. So if you do look them up under Yukio Empire, our players we have are Info Hazard and Death's Call. That's the players' game names, game handles.
Good old shout outs, man. Good old shout outs. And
That's
tell
real
them
cool.
to fucking listen and make sure that they hear their own shout outs as well.
Oh, for sure. I mean, like the organ stuff we have, like that's the cool thing is for you guys too that I'm really excited because it all started off with our members at what we're building and coming up to, but um, there the thing that's going to be neat without going into detail for everyone else that's not just into esports is we're building a community. So it's going to be something that much like you guys do for your podcast that we're doing as well. um you and me, Blue, have been in some groups and stuff growing up, right? Well,
Oh
I
yeah.
guess
Oh
growing
yeah.
up when we say that,
Oh
but I
yeah.
mean like that's over this year streaming
It's
we've
been a
been
while.
growing
It's
up.
been a while.
Yeah, but like we've been in groups and stuff like that, and that's where we got to meet. So I would love to do nothing more but connect the other people I've met on my journey through streaming and through networking and put you guys all together for you guys to on your own network and meet each other. So, you know, much like what you guys are doing is kind of what the design behind our streaming community side of our organization, and that's going to be something that in the near future will be, like I said, where you can find me and available for others to come and help grow themselves.
Hell yeah. I love it. Love it already. It's the big boss. The big
I just,
boss.
I just gotta say, I really like that about the streaming and video game community. You see so many people trying to connect other people and just be this big, happy community that you
Mhm.
don't see as much in the real world anymore. I just think it's beautiful.
Well, the nice thing I think about it is when I know what brought me to streaming is the same reason I do it. And when I go to other people's stream and watch the smaller streams, I hear a lot of people saying the same thing was, you know, I sit at home, I was playing video games anyways, and for me at least, I deal with some anxiety and mental health shit. So like, if I'm sitting at home alone doing that, how many other people would be? So I figured, why not have a place for, if someone doesn't want to play, at least they can come hang out and just chill with someone at their own home while they're playing games on their own, right? So
Yeah,
I
I
use
agree.
I use Twitch for that, and I just wanted to. I wanted to be that goofy Mr. Fuzzy Wuzzy that could, try and, cheer someone up after they had a long day and maybe just play a game with them. Or I'd do something stupid that gives someone a laugh.
Right. Now, do you do anything specific to try to bring in new follows or anything specific to try to get people involved in your channel?
Oh, I mean, when I was hosting Twitch scenes regularly, which wink, wink, nudge, nudge is going to try and be a Friday thing. I actually had like channel points. I put my channel points on there, and I would do like duets. So if anyone else used Twitch scene and they had like a recording up, they could use channel points, stay in the channel, jump in, and then they could see me do a song recording of theirs live. I found other people who did that, and that's what kept me around. So um, channel points is really effective. I really like social media. I like throwing out on Twitter and on my Discord and Instagram, different places when I go live, to get different viewers from different areas.
Hell
um
yeah.
but I mean, for the most part, when it comes down to it, I notice where I've struggled and where I keep mentioning re-struggling is because people really do love a schedule, and that is something I'm lacking. You know, some people do like it knowing like every Thursday I'm going to be coming online and playing Call of Duty kind of thing. So I know that might not be my thing to do, but whether I at least commit to doing every Thursday night. I just know structure is a really big thing that helps with gaining viewers and loyal, consistent viewers at least. So
Right. Yeah. And by all means, you're absolutely correct. As long as you can put in a little bit of time and a structure for others to be able to know, then they can try to work around that same time as well. But yeah, I've seen and tried to help oh so long ago a fuzzy and a pink man being able to sing together sweet nothings. It's been good times, man. It's been good
Oh, I'd
times.
pay to see that.
Oh, it's there. It's there. It's alive,
Yeah,
bro.
I save all mine, so you can probably go see them up there. Unfortunately,
It's there. Now, did you find it to be a huge difference as far as the grind before and after affiliate?
um, not really. And a lot of it did come because I had the free time to focus on it, and that's the one thing I had people ask because pretty much right up until I started really, really, really involving myself in working in the organization that I am, uh, I actually had successfully brought home money every single month off Twitch. Like I was expecting maybe to hit payout every other month kind of thing and cash out, but I feel like I made pretty decent, you know, profit being to do something that I was doing anyways and just being able to do it live. So,
Right.
um, like when I did hit affiliate, it like for almost 3 months, it was a spike up kind of thing. And I do know that eventually it was going to have to plateau, which it did, which kind of made sense. Um, but honestly, for me, I think it just got better after affiliate because not only had I focused and worked for the grind, but I knew what I was kind of doing to try and grow, and I saw success in it. And obviously, when you see success, it's a lot easier to not fall off the trail. When things are going well, you want to keep working and working hard, but as soon as things slow down or die off, then you got to make sure that you don't your motivation doesn't slow down and die off as well too.
Agreed. Agreed. 110%. Yeah, that's some of the hardest struggles either for people who just haven't hit it yet, and they're like, "Damn it, I'm getting so fucking frustrated. I'm tired of
Mm-hmm.
this." And if no one's coming, then why should I keep going out there? Or they're like,
Yeah.
"Hey, I made it," and then right after they're like, "Now what?"
Now what? Yeah.
Yeah, that's the hardest thing. That's the hardest thing because the I won't necessarily say the worst thing, but I don't necessarily agree with Twitch showing you from the easy level, we'll just say, to being dick hard mode on fucking, I don't know, Dark Souls. And it's just, and you're
Mm-hmm.
fucking boxing while they have two swords. Like, you, if anytime that you're saying, hey, you need to make 50 follows, cool, great. Average of three people, cool. Then it's like, hey, now you got to get that average to 75 people. There's
Mm-hmm.
no in between. And
Nope.
you're like, what? What do you mean? I just struggled to get three. Now you're asking me to get 75?
75.
Yeah, most people just immediately give up right after. They just need to either set their own goals or try to get steady growth. Different things.
It's the reality to me for it as well too, right? Like when you get into streaming, you got to really ask yourself like what are you getting into?
Right.
Like are you going to be working at this like it's a 9 to 5 and put 40 hours a week into it to replace your job?
Facts.
Because if you are, like you're going to have to eventually quit your job and do that immediately, or you're going to have to somehow transition or do both until you can make one or the other a reality kind of thing. Are you streaming because you're like me, you're just had some anxiety at home, I had a surgery coming up, I was just I was bored, I was gaming anyways, I want to throw it up there. I think it really depends, and this is where, because of everything on the world nowadays, everything being online, everything being on the internet, I think it's a lot of people's mental game that holds them back from, they get discouraged that you're right, it goes from 3 to 75, but it's like, what's your goal to being that partner? Once you get
Right.
75, you get those check marks, you're still not guaranteed partner, right? Like you apply for it, Twitch reviews it, they see, and I've seen a lot of actually lately and news of people being rejected as Twitch partners
Yeah.
just because yeah, I've seen like some people I've watched where they're around like on an average 100 people a stream kind of thing, and and stuff like that. And Twitch is still not, Twitch is like, no, sorry, at this time we won't accept you as a partner. And it's whether that, if it's their content, or if it's, that it's just, something about the viewer, something they don't want to represent. Like we had all that weird crazy stuff with Dr. Disrespect lately. So
So
you got to
crazy.
keep right. So you got to keep in mind that obviously Twitch is very selective now to what they want representing their name and brand. So it's just one of those things where it's, I want everyone to come to Twitch and be successful, but your success and my success don't have to look the same.
Agreed. Agreed. 110%. You couldn't have said it any better. Now, I know since you currently aren't necessarily as focused right now via streaming, because you have, another three things on your plate, do you want to still become partner? Since we're
Oh,
talking about partner?
oh yeah, that's the thing is like, I was off work for 8 months with like my surgery and that. I came back to work full time and I was like, I miss my streaming schedule. I had some banked up vacation. I actually took time off work so I could properly actually adapt it to a streaming schedule and not, like you said, burn myself out, because I do have three other things on the go. The
Right.
thing for me was right now with COVID, with the world, with my surgery, streaming is my outlet. And whether I got, 3 viewers, or I got 10, or I have the one in a million time you get rated by a huge view, you know,
Which did happen. Which did
it did.
definitely
I had
happen.
it once and it blew. I think you were actually even there for that,
I
because
was there. Yes, sir.
and I was like, I think you were laughing at me because you could see like I was trying not to like pop off and be like, oh my God, and like lose my cool and fanboy. But um man, I almost lost actually where I was going with that. To be completely, I completely forgot about like that whole big raid thing, because that was a one in a million thing. It's never happened since then or anything like that. But yeah, that 150 raider. But
Yeah, yeah. It's good times, man.
it's
No,
been
but
a crazy. Oh yeah, it's been a crazy ride. So it's, for me, it's just the community. Like you, I've got people like Truebeard, people like Glenn, people like Reckless, people I've all seen start with me and get to their own parts, get ahead of me, do their own thing, like branch off, into like having their own schedule. And I think that's so cool. And I think it's neat that I can meet people who have all these different strengths and we're all brought together doing the one thing we love. So, like I did bring back streaming because it is important to me, not only for myself, but because I liked what I built. And yeah, if I could be a partner, if this could be my 9 to 5 and anything else is all extra, or even the other way, even if I could make the organization and somehow make that my 9 to 5 job, and I could, run a place where I'm providing that community for others, that's fulfillment for me. And then it's just a bonus if it's video games on top of it.
right. It's like, hey, and you know what? I get to play what I want too. That's not a
That's
bad thing.
exactly it. You're not working if you're doing what you love.
That's true. That's so true. I don't know, man. The good old things that Twitch, the possibilities that can be had. If you had the choice, which one would you rather choose? Being the streamer or being the big boss?
Um, it's hard because both to me are the definition of an entrepreneur at this point, and that's all what I've honestly wanted to work for. I don't want to be a micromanager. I believe when I get hired for a job, you're hiring me because I'm competent. You know what I need to do. So I've always wanted to be in charge. So like being a streamer, it's just my own company as a one man show kind of thing. Maybe
Right.
I get to be big, maybe I get to be a doc or a shroud. I get to have like a social media team, guys that make YouTube videos for me and do all my graphics. That would be sweet. But at the same time, it's like that's all for me, and I make everything around it for me. And, I'm cool and all, and I'm entertaining, but am I entertaining to be like, 10,000 viewer? I don't know, possibly. I think I could be. I'm not gonna toot my own horn and say, "Fuck yeah, I'm the funniest guy around," you know? But
Funniest fuzzy around, man.
I'm the funniest fuzzy, that's right. But
That's funny.
nah, I don't know. I think if I had to choose, and it literally came down that it was like you can be successful at one and off and do whatever in the other, but you only could do one full time.
Mhm. Yeah.
I'd probably do the org. If I knew the org was 100% going to be self sustaining in the way that we're developing and building it to go, I think I'd want to do the org because I think there's more room to provide others that, for me, like helping others hit affiliate. That's one of my favorite things. I love it. Like when our boy Glenn hit affiliate and how
Oh
excited he
man.
was. That's
Yes.
right. Yeah. Mr. First episode on the podcast, Glenn,
Right.
our boy Blue and we played with him, but like man, when he hit affiliate, he shouted me out. He was so excited, and that providing that to other people, I've helped a few people hit affiliate, and it just feels good. So I think
It
I'd
does.
rather be able to be in an area to bring others the opportunity to grow and be more to what they want to do than to focus more on my own. You know,
I agree. I agree. It's always great, especially back in the day when we were all just grinding along, trying to
that's right.
help each and every one of us. Like, yo, I watched all of your shit. I went back. Hey, I love it. This, all the constructive criticism, all the
Hmm.
greatness. Like, yo, I love this shit. And being able to say, hey, you're stupid close to hitting affiliate. Let's all try to team up and go to your stream, and then we'll get you
Yeah.
there. Oh man, oh the
It felt
days.
good. That yeah, we honestly had at least about what 6 or 7 of us. It was 5 of us for
Oh
sure
yeah,
that I could guarantee that like we all talked about each other on each other's streams, and yeah, we knew if we knew someone was close, we were all hitting each other up to go pop in their stream, and yeah,
absolutely.
it was great. That's the stuff I liked about streaming.
Oh the days. No, and it's good to see the growth, and then each individual, guy and gal out there now
Everyone,
doing their own thing and trying to still maintain you know, that same spark that we all had
yeah.
going into it. It's fucking amazing. Now we got all these new kids doing the same damn thing we were.
Yeah, the next
The next
line
gen.
first line of infantry coming up here.
Right. Yeah, that's the best part about it, man. Seeing the new kids out there, like, man, we used to be you. Now I love it. Let's see what you guys got.
Yeah, it's like all right, what do you guys bring on the table? And then you see these guys come in, and I've seen a few people start like after me and come in hotter than I did, and I've seen
Oh
them, and
yeah,
I'm like, look at you go! It's like I'm like I don't even have to tell you anything. You just know what to do, and you're gonna be big. Like I can see it. Like so, it's neat to see that. It's really good to see people that you're being more courageous to take the step to try. You know.
yeah, and people, I love it. Just people playing video games is not necessarily just it. I mean, obviously, we as streamers, we try to do extra shit.
Hmm.
But you see these guys and gals out here, and they're like, "Yo, we're gonna put our own spin on this," or "Yo, this is some new shit that I came up with," or "Hey,
Hmm.
let's try to do this, this, and this." You're like, "Damn, what was my thinking when when it was going on?" Like, you guys are brilliant. What is up? Like, I don't know. It's good. It's good to see the new guys coming in and stepping all over us and trying to take our spots. It's
That's right.
a
Well,
beautiful thing.
you can't strive without a little competition.
That's true. So true. You can't.
That's
Just
why
be there
sports,
plateauing.
that's why sport teams, there's always another team, right? They're not playing a game by themselves. It's not exciting when you're just, when shit's given to you. You got to work for it or you make someone else make you work for it because they want to
True.
take it away from you, right?
So true. Yeah, I've personally reached out to some of these newer people like, yo, I like what you do. I hope you guys take the chance and opportunity to just keep doing what you're doing. Yeah, just don't give up. I
Oh,
mean,
that's
we've
it.
yeah,
There's people that could be doing better than what we think we're doing, and they could think it's worse and they give up on it. It's all mental game. Perception is literally, to each their own.
yeah, agreed. Because there's quite a few people who we all started with who aren't streaming either as much or currently not streaming at all. And you're like, damn, you had it. Like, you had
Mm-hmm.
it better than I had it. Please, where are you going? What are you doing? I need that shit in my life.
Yeah, it's like I need you. It's like I need you to do you so I can be me.
Right, exactly, exactly. Sick, because I know the second you start doing you, everybody's going to be over there, and I'm like, oh shit, now I got to come up with some new shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
some people don't even know their leaders, right? Like
yeah.
some people don't even know the impact that they have on others just because they can't get around of how they see themselves.
Unfortunately, that's true as well. I know. I could call out some people. I won't. I might have to message them right after this, though. I'm like, yo, I was thinking about you. I need your ass to step up, please and
Yeah.
thank you. I
I
miss
need
you.
I need inspiration and that's what you do for me. So stop thinking
Exactly.
about your I need you to get back in the game.
Right. Stop thinking about your fucking self. I need you to worry about me, okay? Please. Don't worry about you. Nah, it's true though. Now, do you have anything that you yourself would say makes your stream unique?
Makes my stream unique. Well, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, having this magnificent beard has definitely been a vantage point over others.
Oh yes.
Yes.
Oh yes. Let them
This is
know.
Thank you.
this is what I've been waiting for.
All right, you know what? I haven't done a plug like this for a while, so let's do it. Yeah, so MrFuzzyWuzy, not only is he a Canadian Twitch streamer, but he is a beard brand ambassador. So not only can he provide amazing, funny content, but he has the product to make yours or your man's beard soft, long, luscious, can make you purr like a kitten at night. Check out Mr. Fuzzy Wuzzy and the Beard Struggle. Use Fuzzy15 for a 15% discount off your entire order.
Yes, sir.
There you go. Is that a little better for you, Nick? No, it's straight up. So like it all started as I like got a beard brand ambassador. So like yeah, I was like, let's kind of focus around my beard. I mean, like it's weird sometimes. I literally will have people come in and they'll say nothing but like, look at that beard. It's like, oh thanks. Like, it's so soft, I bet. It's like, yeah, I
Yeah.
shampooed it. They're like, oh, I bet you did. It's like I feel like I need to start asking for money for you to send another message, Like we're not going like that.
So, does your beard have an OnlyFans?
Oh,
um
that would be so brilliant. That's
all I'm gonna
content right there.
all I'm gonna say is that I was referred to by the females in my single days of a lumber sexual, which is a man that is purely gain attraction because of his beard. So I mean, I use same like Twitch, I use every little bit of resource I had at my disposal.
Why, as a
Lumbersexual.
man, am I mad that I've never been called a lumbersexual?
I tell you, all you need to do, like it's like a cheat sheet, grow a beard, go get some red and black plaid, and say a lot, and you're golden, guys. I tell you.
He's like,
I
is he
got
from
I got one
Canada?
out of three.
No. Right. Yeah, he's got the beard. You got that one.
Yeah, that's all I need. Yeah.
You'd be like, you know what? I got the plaid. Damn. That's just the whole struggle, man. So you got to grow a whole beard.
I
Can't
work
even
in an
do this.
office. They're going to be confused and I come in Timberlands, some frayed jean shorts.
Yeah, you guys should see the one time I went to work after I clean shave. Like no one knew who I was. I looked like 10 years came off my life, if not more. I startled myself when I'd like walk by a mirror or a window. Like I legit like, do that whole like stutter shake because I'm like, oh my god, like you think you saw a ghost, and it's like, who's this like person? It's like, oh my god, that's me. It's like there's like 15 pounds shaved off my face. So
That's so good.
but it's like I said, it was all a joke. But like, yeah, like I just became a beard brand ambassador. Like one day, everyone's like, what made you grow a beard? Like I literally said fuck to shaving. Like I was one of those guys that just shaved every day, and then I was like douchey for a while with my beautiful little chin strap and my little like goatee that I had, and then I was like, I just don't want to shave anymore, and just like this thing grew on my face, and it's like, all right, well maybe I should take care of it. And everyone's like, how do you get it so beautiful? I'm like, well, there's these things where you can buy like products specifically for it, and it makes it look this beautiful. Like, wow, I've never tried that. It's like, well, you asked me how to make it beautiful, so you should. Like I googled this, and this is what I found. I didn't do anything special, you know.
Said, but get that 15% off though. Get that
That's
15%
that's
off.
right. Get it 15% off. All the tools. I can't wait. Like you guys laugh at me. I'm about to say this, but like I want a heated brush for my beard so bad.
Oh my god, that
Heated
sounds
brush.
amazing though.
Yeah, it's like it's a heated like brush straightener. So like after you like shower and like put all your shit in it, it's just like a heated. It's like a straightener for your beard. Pretty much
Dude,
is what it is.
sounds like I would spend too much time in the bathroom with
My
that.
girlfriend laughs at me because I almost have like more products for my beard and shit than she does.
For her
For her
beard or
beard,
for her?
right?
I met well. Oh, damn!
It's like,
Let
shit.
you guys have that one. I can't even say it. Yeah, I walked right into that one with my pants down.
Right. Said all
So
the hair.
she's listening for her product for her, you know, the female makeup regimen nightly morning routine. That product compared to
Not
my
her
individual
beard.
beard, my beard, not hers. I
There you
love
go.
you,
Way to,
hon. Thanks for
right.
the support.
Right. Way to clean it up. Way to clean it
Oh
up.
yeah, play it safe. You got to cover your tracks.
Facts.
Oh,
Yes, sir. Yes,
that was
sir.
great.
Well, Fuzzy, number one, thank you, man, for taking the time out of your wonderful damn day to come over here, give us some love, give us a little bit of insight on what you do, who you are. I've been a fan since the before days, way in the before streaming time, but I definitely enjoy all of it, all of your fucking content. You make people laugh. That's by far what you do, and you do it damn great. And just need you to be able to shout out whatever the fuck you want to shout out. Let the know people know about the brand. People know about the wonderful fuzz, all the fuzz balls out there. Be able to shout out, your org, man. Let us know where we
Sh-
can find you.
Shout out. All right. Do I got a time limit on this thing that I gotta like
Yeah, go
start
ahead, go
clock
ahead.
go?
As long as you want.
All right. No. So I'll start off. I mean, first of all, it does come down. Um, it comes down to the Discord Reddit startup group. So that's you, Blue. That's Alley Cat. That's Truebeard. That's Glenn. That's Pink. That's Time. Reckless. So all of you guys, like, we were the community that I felt that really helped push each other to be where we are, and I see all of us in our own spots now. So you guys helped continue to push me to get things going when we were all worried about numbers. So thank you guys to my Discord startup group, Fuzzballs, every single person that has been a subscriber to my channel. Thank you so much over the last, I think we're honestly at 7 months coming up now. So
Right.
thank you, all my loyal viewers. I will continue to make sure I provide you a proper schedule so there will be more content in the future. um Yukio Empire, this organization that has started, brought me in to help them take it to the next step. We have a huge sponsor, PGM Firmament. They are a custom PC computer company. So what they do is it's nothing different. They help you build a computer. You pay for basically all the parts yourself, but what the company customizes is doing specialized personal computers to yourself. So we're talking about once you have your computer built for what needs you want it to do, they'll build it, they'll stress test it, they'll biops it to games for you, and then they can customize and detail the computer to yourself. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but I do have some exciting news that with working with them and with PGM Firmament, I've made some plans to get myself hands to upgrade the quality of my content of the stream for them. So I do want to do a huge shout out to our sponsors that is helping build our org and that is looking out for us becoming where we need to, for what we need to be. And honestly, I don't even know who else I want to shout out. I could keep going, but really, it really comes down to every single person that's here, every person that comes to the podcast, that's looking to connect unknown streamers, every person that raids a smaller streamer, every person that hits the follow button on a channel, follows a Twitter account, follows the social media. Every single one of you guys out there that does have any mental health or feels alone or any issues like that, that is exactly what we're here doing. That's what our boys Influence and our baby boy Blue, they're here to provide us a safe environment so that we can find one another. So you guys are the big shout out because you're the first ones I've seen to take a big step into this area. And I watched and well, not watched, I guess listen. And I think you guys have done a phenomenal job. You've really shown light to people in the community. So this is how I see you guys give back. And I thank you for putting me on here because I'm looking to get
Yeah.
back into this scene, and I want to be around for everyone again, and especially my boy Blue.
Hell yeah, man. Thank you.
So,
Thank you for the shout out. We definitely appreciate all the above. Definitely,
absolutely.
But yeah, I mean, I got more time? I can do a few more shout outs if you want. Like, I mean, Robin Williams, he was a huge inspiration. No.
Is it Rufio? Oh man, love it.
Yo, my boy Chester, Lincoln Park.
Man.
In the end, it doesn't even matter, okay, guys?
It doesn't even matter.
Twitch scenes, if you're listening, I'm trying to get some Lincoln Park on there. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Here you go, guys.
Oh man, it's so damn good. Well, fucking Fuzz, man, thank you again. I definitely appreciate you. And bro, you can send this out, but thank you for coming through, man. Definitely.
Thank you once again for all our regulars, our Cusp family, for tuning into another episode of The Cusp. And if you're new, hey, welcome to our family. We hope you enjoyed yourself. And please remember, rate us 5 stars on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor, or wherever you listen to your podcasts. Also, please, and I'm begging you, please, go on to our Twitter. We have links for all of our guests, and we also have links to support us, to help us keep this podcast going. Let's keep this movement going. You can reach us at Twitter at @Cus_podcast, Instagram, Cus Podcast, CUS Podcast, and YouTube as Connecting Unknown Streamers Podcast. Shoot us an email at cuspodcast@gmail.com. As always, have a good morning, a good afternoon, a good evening, and a good night. This has been a BB&F production.
On next week's episode, we have Truebeard. And today, he will tell you how to win over friends.
I was always a nerd and an athlete, so I was on the good sides with everybody. So if you're nerdy and emo, like, we were friends. If you're athletic and a jock, we were also friends. So I never had a problem with anybody.
Secondly, we will discuss the way to keep the audience happy.
And that's really the biggest thing. Like, I think I play the video games are like the number 2, but like I hate calling them like the audience, but that's the best word for it. Like, the audience is obviously the number 1.
And lastly, we are so happy to have Truebeard on. It's always going to be a good one. Glad to be back. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one.